You're listening to FUBAR Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio, brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and everyone and everything in between. FUBAR Weekly Show. Today is Tuesday, the 10th. Not yet. 2 tequila, 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. Our bartender this evening is the lovely Nicole. And the drunk broad sitting across the way, you gotta make sure you, like it's a dick.
Hello. like I talk to dicks like American public.
Tilt it up a little bit more.
It's an erect dick.
There you go.
There we go.
Why is it so low?
We probably is it good?
Talk again.
Dicks.
Now talk.
Big dicks.
That's better.
Big dicks.
Am I okay?
Better.
Am I good? Am I good?
You're good. You're good.
I'm not right next to it right now.
No, you're good. You good?
Okay, thank you.
Well, no, it's a different mic plugged in there. That's why it was. So Katy Style is back in the studio with her minion.
You can say that.
You're not going to say hi? Hi. David's hiding. Hi. So I got to tell you guys, this is Katie's son that's sitting here, and yes, I'm probably going to curse tonight, and I really don't care. But I gave Katie a ride here today, and in my car, we pulled into a convenience store to get some snacks. This kid was passed out cold. I flew into a parking space, jammed on the fucking brakes, and screamed. This kid did not budge. We get to the building here, and we're getting out. He's still out cold, and Katie's trying to wake him up. He's not waking up. And she said, "Hey, look, a naked lady." Boom, perks right up. I'll try it.
It's good.
Making me drink alcohol.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I'm drinking tequila in... David, when was the last time I drank tequila?
Well, he's 11 years old, so.
Yeah, it was probably when you were born.
6 years ago. He's like all specific. 6 years ago.
I actually, surprisingly, I don't mind margaritas. Margaritas are right, but like drinking straight tequila, no bueno. Nostrovia. Nostrovia. Cheers, kids.
Yay.
God, I hate tequila. It's actually a really good margarita.
Thank you.
Okay, here's the thing, though. It's cool that you're making margaritas. I don't care if you make a mess, but you got to clean that up because somebody's going to come into this office and think I'm doing fucking blow. All right, there's salt all over the desk. I'll be like, no, I swear it's salt. Taste it. And it's actually going to be the Coke that I usually do. I'm only kidding. I don't do Coke. I'm too fat and broke. Like I think that's my new, like my level of success. I want to be able to be rich enough to afford Coke. I'm not going to actually do it, but I just want to be able to afford Coke. I want to buy Coke. I'm weird.
You remember my mom's advice about Coke?
What?
This is great. She told me when we were in high school, my sister and I, she's like,
If you're going to do it in
Hey.
the house. No, I'm kidding.
don't ever do cocaine because it'll mess up your sinuses awful.
I'm just going to leave
Okay.
the salt to the side.
Yeah,
in
which
case
I'm
you
like,
want another one.
Thank you for that tidbit. Because she had us in her late 20s, but in her early 20s, she was really wild. And I was like, well, did you stop doing cocaine because you wanted like a better life for yourself? And she's like, oh, I couldn't afford it. That shit's expensive.
That's why they invented crack.
I'm like, thanks.
So as you guys saw on the headline for the show, everybody out there in listener land, we're going to be talking to Katy for most of the night, but I'm very excited that at about 9:30, we got Doug Tabbutt calling in, who was on the team that broke the new Cannonball, that set the new Cannonball record.
Okay, so when you say cannonball, did he like throw a cannonball? Was he himself a cannonball into a pool? Did he shoot a
I
cannonball?
am glad you asked that
Okay.
question, and I'm kind of sad you don't actually know the answer already. So for those who don't know, and possibly even Maddie, you may not, I don't know how familiar you are with if you've seen the movie The Cannonball Run that came out in the 1980s with Burt Reynolds, Dom DeLuise. It was a movie about it was based on the Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy race, which ran from the Red Bull Garage in New York City to the Portofino Inn in Redondo Beach, California. It's a long drive. And the actual race that they ran in the movie, the ambulance that Burt Reynolds was driving was actually Brock Yates's car. It's an illegal outlaw car race on public roads without any, it's unauthorized. They're running from the cops. They're avoiding cops. It's an illegal race. It
Sounds
was
like
it
my
was,
kind of party.
yeah, it is. But Brock Yates ran the race I think for like 3 or 4 times, and then they stopped doing it officially. And there have been some unofficial events. The 2904, the One Lap of America, I think was an official event. Then there are the Gumball Rally, and there's other events. But the Bootleggers is NASCAR, but the Cannonball. Since then, there have been unofficial events and people trying to set new records. A few years back, Ed Bolian and his team set the record at, I believe it was 28 hours and 50 minutes. And that's under 29 hours from New York to LA in a car. And he told a story, if you follow him on his YouTube channel, VinWiki, he actually was traveling so fast that he outran American Express's fueling algorithm. He got gas, and by the time he stopped to get gas next time, it confused their system because it was such a short time between places. These guys, Doug Tabbutt is one of them, set the new record from. I got to confirm when he calls in. We'll confirm if they started at the Red Bull. But New York to LA in under 27 and a half hours. That's, it's over almost 3,000 miles. Wrong phone. I need this phone.
I want to know if they were doing Sad Astronaut.
If they were doing what?
Where like when that crazy astronaut chick.
Oh, well, if they were wearing diapers?
Yeah.
We can ask him that.
Have you seen Rough Night?
No.
Oh man, there's the guy in that movie does Sad Astronaut, and he's all hopped up on Red Bull and wearing diapers, trying to get down to Florida.
So I'm going to pull up, and I'll mention it briefly, and we'll talk about it more when Doug calls in. So their trip computer, they posted a picture of their GPS trip computer, and it was 2,820 miles. Maddie, you got to do the calculation to kilometers for you crazy ass Australians. But their average speed, their overall average was 103 miles an hour. Their moving average was 104 with a max speed of 193 miles an hour. This is on public roads. 193 miles an hour is fucking crazy. Moving time, actual driving time was just over 27 hours, 27 hours, 3 minutes. And their total time was 27:25. 27 hours, 25 minutes to drive from New York to LA. It's insane. And the amount of work they put into this, it's just crazy.
Like, how do they not get pulled over?
Spotters.
All the way across the country.
Spotters. They have, laser jammers, radar detectors, police scanners. They actually put in the car that they ran, they actually put an aircraft collision warning system in so they could detect if they were clocking speed from the air. If they were using aircraft to clock speed, they would know that there was an aircraft in the vicinity.
That is insane.
They hooked up a night vision camera. So they had night vision. They had, all kinds of crazy,
like seriously illegal shit.
So, well, not necessarily illegal. All of it's not illegal, but a lot of it's frowned upon in most jurisdictions. You keep leaning over, man. We're putting you on camera. Seriously. Yeah, man, these guys are no joke. I'm really excited to talk to them because the Cannonball is something I've always wanted to do. It's on my bucket list. I will do it. I will not try and beat this record because I'm not that fucking crazy. And they did it so good. They took a few years old Mercedes-Benz AMG sedan, so extremely high performance sedan.
Yeah.
Covered all the high performance stuff with silver vinyl, so it just looked like a gray sedan. Took all the Mercedes-Benz emblems off of it, so you couldn't even see what it was.
Right.
Covered part of the taillight, so it changed the look of the car. So it looked like a generic 4-door silver car, and running 193 miles an hour down the highway. It's insane, absolutely insane. So anyway, so Doug's gonna be calling in, about 20 minutes or so. I'm fucking super stoked to talk to him. So in essence, let's do something highly frowned upon by the law. Then we'll post it all over the YouTubes for the world to see. Smart. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's, this says they were going 193 miles an hour, but there's nothing actually saying that they were going 193 miles an hour. I mean, they could have been in a plane and it could be all fake. You don't know. We don't know this. Let's see, 193 mph to kmh. Okay, so the conversion, Maddie, 193 miles an hour converts to 310.6 kilometers per hour.
That sounds way more impressive.
It does. It really does. Like the metric system just sounds more badass. There's actually a road in Texas, I think it's Texas, where it's marked off in kilometers because they were doing a test. The Texas Department of Transportation was doing a test to try and convert the state to metric. So they put signs up and they never took them down.
Oh.
So the speed limit is actually in kilometers per hour.
That's funny.
Yeah. Weird things in this world. So he's going to call in.
All places.
Right.
That's the last
Texas.
place that would go over.
Well, I mean, Mexico, I think Mexico uses the.
You're pretty much everybody but us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's funny. Like, everything metric makes sense. Like it all breaks down. It's all breaks down to 10.
Mhm.
There's like subs like horsepower. 1 horsepower is the work that 1 horse can do. Well, there are different kinds of horses. So horsepower is like a made up thing.
Well, isn't it originally based on Mustangs? Because that's the ones that mostly did the pulling.
Clydesdales did pulling and.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean
Mustangs run wild and free.
Yeah, but Mustangs are crap and they have no grip and they spin out a lot.
Okay,
and
nobody
Guidos drive them.
Nobody sat around and said, "Hey, this is a really fast car. Let's call it a Clydesdale."
No, they're like, this is a fucking badass horse that's going to pull Budweiser all over this great land. Let's call it the Clydesdale and make it a hero. And they did. And they're beautiful. I love the Clydesdales.
The first time I ever went to Busch Gardens, back in the day when they had the Clydesdales there, when I was a youngin', I was thinking to myself that carriage had 4 horsepower.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, Maddie. Let's see if this works. Maddie says to convert my weight to kilograms. It'll make me feel better about myself.
No, because it'll be more. No.
I think it'll be less. Somehow.
I feel dumb and American right now.
Wait, no, that's definitely wrong. Let me try this again. I left off a 0.
I feel like it's gonna be less. I don't know why.
No, actually, I weigh 149 kilograms.
That is fantastic.
Nice.
Good for you.
That's 330 pounds, but I probably actually weigh more than that right now because I haven't really been being good. I've been being naughty. Very naughty.
It's the holidays, man.
It is. Tis the season to stuff my face. Maddie, that's a great thing. I appreciate that. Now I feel better about myself that I only weigh 149. I'm gonna go with that the rest of my life. Told you so. Yes. Go to sleep, and we'll draw a penis on your face with a Sharpie. Go to sleep.
I'll do it.
No,
I won't.
I won't do it.
I won't.
I won't let him do it.
She won't let me do it.
David probably
Do you think she's gonna stop me?
School tomorrow. I can't make him go to school with a dick on his face ever again.
No, but that's a good punishment. So don't screw up. Or I told my kid that if he screws up, I'm going to send him to school wearing a Justin Bieber t-shirt and Crocs. So see, unforgivable.
Love
One of
it.
these days. See, Raj actually got really pissed. Last year, his Christmas pajamas were so cute. They were green footy pajamas that had cats all over them. It was just fucking hilarious. The kids at school are busting his balls because they saw the pictures of it on my Instagram.
Tell him to go suck it, because
Exactly.
in like 5 years, those same kids are gonna be walking around their house in a Snuggie or fucking whatever.
Seriously. And I said to Raj, I'm like, dude, you've performed on stage at Broadway Comedy Club. Like, you hang out with fucking famous people. And these fucking jabronis at your high school are just giving you shit because you're wearing cat pajamas. Fucking own it, dude. Go to school wearing your cat pajamas. That's what I would fucking do.
Kids are so mean, though.
They are. The kids are dicks. It's sad. Matt says, good luck stopping 149 kilograms. I like the metric system. I like Australian people because they're classy when they say cunt.
That's true.
Right? Am I right? All right, thanks.
Awkward
You're going to read the
pause in
weather
silence.
report later, all right? What do you mean, no? You got to read the weather report. You need to read the weather report in Brisbane, Australia. But you have to give the temperature in Celsius, because that's what they do. Like, that's another thing. Celsius makes sense. 0 is freezing, 100 is boiling.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit makes no sense, but we use it. Also, can I just say I learned something the other day that made no fucking sense? Okay. Nicole is tough. She will do it. Yeah, I know she probably will. Nicole actually kind of scares me a little
I'll
bit.
fucking do it.
What will I do?
No, stop me from drawing a dick on David's face.
Yeah, we'll fight.
Yeah, Nicole kind of scares me sometimes. So, Maddie, tell me what did you learn the other day that made no fucking sense? Tell me. Tell us. And it's after we're done with the Doug interview, Katie has an awesome story for us. You guys start summer on the 23rd of some month or some shit. What's with that? Well, that has nothing to do with metric. That has to do with the calendar.
It has to do with the moon.
Well, you start summer there on the 1st of December because you're in Australia and you're fucking upside down.
So Maddie, I learned last year why Christmas in July is a thing, because for you guys, Christmas it's winter in July, and for us, it's not. It's summer.
Well, I think Christmas in July, it's also because it's halfway. It's like 6 months.
That's for us, but down there it's cold in July.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about the summer is that the summers rotate on the 21st because that's when the moon goes into like the new phase.
Our the seasons here are the way they are because of the phases of the moon and the temperature and the climate and the historical tracking.
Witches.
Yeah, witches, man, witches and bitches.
She's a witch.
Witches be tripping because
we left our broomsticks on the ground.
Why don't witches wear underwear?
Why?
Better grip on the broomstick.
Oh,
See? Why do female skydivers have to wear underwear?
why?
So they don't whistle on the way down.
That's
Why did
nasty.
cavemen drag their women by their hair? Because if they dragged them by their feet, they'd fill up with mud.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, physics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earmuffs. No.
Earmuffs. You should have heard what this kid was saying earlier. He was saying some pretty raw shit. He was dropping the hard R when he said Roger. What the hell you people are thinking? Something wrong with y'all.
I didn't know there was a hard R.
Roger. Well, the hard R is Roger. The soft R is Raja. Can be applied to other words like
Gotcha.
Winnie the Pooh's friend, the tiger. His name is Tigger. Do you say Tigger or Tigga? There's a difference.
Tigga.
Tigga.
Tigga is the rapper.
Like what's up, my Tiggas?
There's-
We're stepping on the line here, aren't we?
Yeah, I totally take back what I said before about the NC-17 rating. We're totally triple X.
Yeah, seriously. It's actually a money thing. Taxes come back in July, so retailers make a Christmas in the middle of the year for when people get their money back. That makes sense.
So it's another corporate holiday.
Yep.
Okay.
That sucks. One of these days, Maddie, I will get I really want to go to Australia.
You should.
I want to witness wombat sodomy.
Why?
I don't know. A friend of mine makes jokes about wombat sodomy all the time. Doesn't make any sense, completely out of context. And he'll just say wombat sodomy.
When I go to Busch
But they have
Gardens,
wombats there, so
when I go to Busch Gardens, the wombats steal my hair ties from my wrist.
sodomize them.
No.
Oh, okay.
There was a little girl there, and she was because the kangaroos and the
Sodomizing
wombats.
wombats.
No, she was not. She was not. The kangaroos and the wombats are in the same. Oh,
Wait a
I'm thinking
second, wait
of
a second.
wallabies. Never mind. Not wombats.
Wait, yeah, but hang on. Wallabies, kangaroos, wombats all occur that they're all Australian.
Oh, I was referring. I didn't mean to say wombat. I meant to say wallaby.
Hang on. This is going to be an irritation because that park is themed to Africa.
It's universally themed. It is themed to Africa. You're absolutely right.
Yes. As a matter of fact, it was at one time called the Dark Continent. The name of the park was Busch Gardens, the Dark Continent.
Their children's
Yeah.
area was called something like Midget Village. Okay, it was Dwarf Village, but whatever.
Okay.
It was called Dwarf Village.
Dwarf or dwarf?
Dwarf. Not dork.
Dork? No.
Little people.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Don't make fun of
They
the
used
little
to
people.
I think they did used to
Nicole's
have,
one of the little people.
I think Katie's shorter than me.
Oh, really?
I probably am.
Oh. Well then.
Much wider, and that's what counts.
Hey, I was always told it's not the length, it's the girth. So there you go. Ron sent me a message saying, yeah, there's something up with Katie. Talk right, get your mouth right up to that mic and talk.
Okay.
Yeah,
How is
something
this?
something up with it.
Am I moving too much?
No.
I heard it like click when you did that.
Hang on, let me try something.
Yeah. Okay.
Try to talk again. Come on. Say something.
Dicks for days.
There's something up with that mic. Hang on.
Do you want us to trade? Do you know what?
No, I'm wondering if it's the cable that's actually bad. We'll just back to the old mic. Because this one was giving me a hum. I'm not getting a hum. Now talk.
Rape jokes.
Now it's better. Now I got the hum, but it's how is this dead, man?
Rape jokes for days.
I'm gonna try something real quick. Now you got me doing technical shit, Ron.
I'm just bouncing.
Check. Oh, this mic's fucked. Check. I destroyed one of my $20 microphones.
No.
Damn you, History Channel. Sorry.
All right. Now this. Okay, there we go. Huh. Well, this one's dead. So we need to get,
It comes up.
oh no. Oh no. Okay. There we go. I think I need new mics and new wires. Yep. I need new mics and new wires.
We know what to get Roger for Christmas.
Yes.
We should.
Cheap microphones, Behringer, something like $20 each. Those are the
You
mics I use.
should start a GoFundMe for your microphones and wires.
I was actually I didn't get it finished, but I'm starting up a Patreon for us.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I never got to finish setting it up.
You got to post nudes on there. You, not me. You.
I think we'll get more money with you, though.
But people come for you. That's what she said.
You're right, they do, but they stay for you.
Okay, fair.
See? See?
No, they don't. No, they
Stop touching electronic shit, dude. I'm done stopping touching the electronic shit. We're good now. It's not the motion of the ocean. It's whether the captain can keep it in port long enough for all the seamen to get off. That is so true, Maddie. So true. Oh, yeah. Man, that makes me sad. So thanks for that heads up, Ron. The yeah. Fuck. See, that's why I went with cheap microphones, though. Because I know shit's going to break, and I know it's cheaper to replace. The alternate to these were $100 microphones. So I figure I could replace each of these 5 times before I paid for one of those other ones.
How long do they last, though, on average?
I bought these in 2016. So
Okay.
3 years?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And most of these mics have been rotated and used on stage, dropped and thrown, and probably inserted somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, Marilyn Manson.
Have a tequila, you either feel better about it or you don't care. Yes. Except I don't drink tequila.
Oh, dude.
What happened?
He said, have a tequila. It'll make you feel better about it or you won't care. That's true. Oh. So we got Doug calling in a few minutes. I'm like so stoked. Like Roger's watching the show tonight.
Hey, Raj.
What's up, Raj? Little jerk. You're my favorite little jerk, but you're a little jerk.
Hey, little Raj. Sorry, I was downing some tequila,
Jesus.
which is what I'm usually doing when I talk to you.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm trying to do my today in history shit.
Okay.
Dave, you want to
And
say a little Raj?
I'm having a really hard time because
Yeah.
no, it's just that's it. Not a lot happened today again.
You having a hard time? What?
I don't remember what I was gonna say. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Sorry. Sometimes the sites repeat things.
Raj just texted back. He said hi.
Oh, that's nice.
So Raj is watching, so we can't talk shit about him. Do you guys want to know what Raj is getting for Christmas?
I do. Yeah.
I'll tell you. He's not getting a fucking thing because he was shitty all year. That's what he's getting for Christmas.
Wow.
He's on not only is he on the naughty list, I think like he is the naughty list.
I'm gonna get you a present, little Raj. In like maybe March because I'm broke, but I'm gonna start saving now.
Christmas is canceled. Santa's broke.
This looks like these boobies have milk in them.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. You don't
Yes.
do you just be careful. You don't want that because they came from China.
Oh.
That you don't want that wingwa water on you.
Okay, so today in history, I'm just going to throw this out there.
Okay.
Apparently, today is the day in history that they give out Nobel Peace Prizes, because a ton of people won Nobel Peace Prizes today,
Okay.
including the first one, who was ever awarded to the Red Cross founder in 1901. Also awarded to peace activist Frederick Passy. I'm
Nice.
assuming that's how you say their name. But yeah, also Bob Dylan.
Nice. Do
I
you
get
know
to different
why?
year.
Do you know why the Nobel Peace Prize was created? Do you know why Alfred Nobel created it?
No, tell me.
Because Alfred Nobel was an inventor. He invented a substance that we know as dynamite.
Sweet.
And because dynamite was used as a weapon, he felt after he designed it for mining and construction type applications. So because it was used as a weapon, he felt bad about people dying due to his creation. So he
Aw.
created the Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
That's a very Nobel thing to do.
yes, it is. Hi,
Can I-
Minnie. Maddie says, hi, Minnie. Him. More cat pajamas to wear. Matt, you misspelled pajamas. Pajamas
Did
is
you spell
spelled,
it pajamas?
you spelled it Pyjamas.
I don't understand that spelling, but I'll take it.
Well-
I like pajamas.
But then again, I spell pirate the old school way. Pyr.
Pyrite.
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 Roger said not to squeeze them because they're made in China.
Yeah, be careful because you don't want that wingwa water on you. Seriously, that
first
stuff
time
causes
I
cancer.
ever heard the word, the phrase, that spelling of pajama, whatever, however,
Pajamas.
pajamas.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
believe that is Doug calling in.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Doug.
Hey, Roger, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for calling in.
Sure.
So I gave a little bit about your background and who you are and what the Cannonball is, because some people don't even know, which shocks the hell out of me. Seriously.
Yeah, that's understandable. Kind of a underground thing. If you haven't, well, I guess if you're under 30, you wouldn't have any reason to know what it is. But
Well, that's true, and I made it a point to make sure my kids saw the movie, especially at a young age, because it's just such a great movie.
yeah, it really is. I'm ashamed to admit I probably didn't see it until years after I'd read Brock Yates' book and all those books.
So how old were you when you read those books, though?
Well, gosh, I was maybe 16 when Brock Yates' book came out.
Okay.
And then, just 4 years later, I guess, or 5 or 6 years later, Alex's book came out. So, yeah, I was in my mid-20s, I guess, when I read his book.
All right. So you were introduced to it fairly later on.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, did you read the book and be like, I got to do this someday?
I think I read Brock Yates' book and said, I got to do this someday. And I read Alex's book, and he's a good writer. He's good at over-dramatizing things, I think.
Okay.
And, by the time I got through 3/4 of it, I go, this is crazy. I never want to do this. So I think he accurately portrays how difficult it actually is.
All right. Just thinking about it, I mean, I'm one of those crazy ass people. I live in Florida. I'm from New York. I hate flying. I drive. I really enjoy the drive. I enjoy being on the road. And the Cannonball is something I've always wanted to do, but just thinking about it, when I finally do it, I'm not going to do it for time because you guys just did some insane time, dude. And this is what I got to ask you about. So looking at your GPS, now you don't have to answer this one if you don't want to, but I got to ask, who was at the wheel when you guys hit 193? Which one is that?
Arnie is always the guy pushing for the higher top speed.
Okay.
I came very close to that a couple times. We had a number of spots that there was just nobody around and really good open roads, and we were able to open it up. But with 800 horsepower, it really doesn't take much space to get up to that speed.
And I got to say, what he did to that car appearance-wise was abso-freaking-lutely brilliant.
Yep.
I mean, when it was his idea to do this run, right?
Yeah, so he and I both independently had kind of been planning it. So it's almost like if he didn't team up with me, I would have gone anyway. And if I didn't team up with him, he would have gone anyway. Like, we were both on a mission.
Okay.
He was farther along in the mission. He had acquired a car. He had started building it. He was ready to go. So
how much convincing did it take to get you on board with him?
I don't know if we had decided this beforehand or not, but I remember after the 2018 C2C Express, which is the vintage car Cannonball, we broke down in Arizona, and our average speed at the time was like 93, which was crazy for an old car. I mean, we were on track to basically equal Alex Roy's time from 2006 in an old beater, 2.5 ton Monte Carlo. And I texted Ed and Arnie, and I said, man, we're done. The car broke. I'm heartbroken, all this. And Arnie kind of said something back like, hey, it's all right. Things happen, but, you've proved you have what it takes to set a record.
Yeah.
And so kind of like that was the moment where he kind of affirmed like, you're the guy I want to go with. So
nice.
Yeah.
Now you're hitting that speed, and you guys posted this picture. Are you worried about the cops being like, you're showing that you went 193 on public roads? Are you worried about any kind of backlash like that?
Where do we go that fast,
right? That's exactly what I said before. I mean, you could have been in a plane, and had the GPS on while you were in a plane, and it clocked you. Who's to say where?
Right. Yeah, I mean, Alex, not saying this is the case, but Alex posted an April Fool's spoof run in 2015. GPS screens, details of his run, everything like that. And it was a complete fake, but he fooled. Some people still think it was real.
Oh, wow.
So, obviously it was a joke, but it just proves that all that stuff can be falsified and all that. And, they'd have a pretty uphill battle, I think, of trying to prove enough to say, like, okay, this person was driving, this is where he did it, all that. And then again, the other question is would they really care? Because what are they going to tag us for? Reckless driving? Are they going to go to that lengths for a speeding ticket? I don't know. I mean, maybe some enterprising prosecutor might, but
I think
a lot.
I think what you have to
bigger concern.
Yeah, and but what I think you have to worry about now is if you decide to do another run, even if you're not trying to make a record run, but talking about doing a run before you do it, you're now on the radar. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that you got to worry about that. But I mean, just looking at those.
Arnie and I are retired, so we're not worried in that respect.
Yeah, I guess once you break the record now Ed Bolian had the record before you guys broke it. How did he take? I mean, did you guys tell him ahead of time that you were going for it, or was it like, hey Ed, look what we did?
He knew we were going for it. He supported us as much as he could. even though he openly admitted he didn't really want us to succeed. Arnie, Ed, and I are very, very close as a trio, and good bromance.
I can tell. I'm a Vin Wiki fan, so I could tell his bromance there.
Yeah. So Ed confessed to us like it was going to be emotionally difficult for him to accept that somebody beat his record. And there was a couple other guys trying and putting forth really good efforts. So it's kind of like, well, we wanted to do it before somebody else did. And I think he's glad that we did it, but he's
bittersweet.
I think he wanted to hold it forever.
Yeah. Bittersweet, I guess. Now one thing I didn't mention about Cannonball earlier was, despite the fact that you guys showed some incredible speed and an overall average of 103 miles an hour, and all the runs, there's never been a serious accident.
Correct.
It's
never been an interaction with another vehicle. The two accidents, there was 3 incidents I know of in all the runs. One, somebody hit a deer, which has nothing to do with cannonballing or speeding.
Yep.
2, somebody fell asleep. Again, that happens every day on commutes everywhere. Yeah. And another one, somebody hydroplaned, and they admitted they were on subpar tires, and it was a wet road and all that. They kissed a guardrail, and everybody was fine. So, there's been no injuries as a result. Nobody's ever had hit another car or had any other interaction. And I think that comes as a result of the tone that Brock Yates set when he first started it, where he thoroughly interviewed and vetted every single team and driver, and had a minimum age, racing background requirement. Everybody had to be highly experienced drivers with good judgment, so that he knew that nothing was going to go wrong.
Yeah, and he did it smart. I mean, I gotta say, I grew up, like I said, as a fan of the Cannonball movies, and it's always something I've wanted to do. And that's dangerous, and it's like, no, it's not. It's crazy. I mean, you're insane to make that run just a distance in time, but it's something that I want to do. What my goal is, I want to break, I think the first record, the first one, I think it was like 35 hours. That's where I'd want to be.
Right. Yeah. Dan Gurney and Brock Yates' record. Yeah. Well, and it is dangerous for sure. Let's not ignore that, but driving is inherently dangerous.
Correct.
There's 40,000 deaths a year, due to vehicle accidents, and that is not something to make light of. It's an awful statistic, and it's awful that it is not decreasing, even with the increased safety regulations in vehicles and all that. So driving anywhere is incredibly dangerous. But what we're kind of trying to prove is what Brock Yates proved, is that good drivers who are attentive to their surroundings, who are solely focused on driving, who are properly trained and are in capable cars, are actually safer at speed than the average person who is either lacking in experience or focus or equipment, or now we've got to deal with all sorts of distractions, and people are Facebooking and Instagramming while they're driving. I mean, that is incredibly dangerous.
Oh yeah, and you say how much more how much more safer it is for somebody who's experienced versus the average driver. I'm a comedian, and George Carlin said, think of how stupid the average person is. Half the people are stupider than that. So it's, think of how bad the average driver is. Half the drivers are worse than that. So that kind of makes it even scarier. But by the way, one of my we have a listener in Australia right now who wanted me to tell you that your speed in kilometers an hour was 310.6 was your max speed.
Sweet.
So drop that one. It'll make sounds better. I mean, 193 is awesome, but 310 is better.
Oh man, if we did did 310 in Australia, we would probably be deported.
Okay. From what I heard, the laws in Australia as far as modifying cars, they're so strict there. It takes the fun out of it.
Very strict. It's very difficult to import cars there too. The taxes are incredible.
Now on this record, going back to the record, what do you think the likelihood is that somebody's going to break it at some point? I mean, records are going to be broken. But I mean, are there people gunning for giving you stuff? We're going to break that. In the next year. How gung ho do you think?
People that talk.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's people on social media. There's people in the.
But I'm talking about credible people,
Facebook
not
group.
I'm talking about somebody with credibility, somebody who can actually pull it off.
There's two credible teams I know of, and they've made runs at the record already. I don't know if the new time will discourage them or motivate them. I know if I was in their shoes, I might be throwing in the towel at least until I had worked up, the drive again to try to do it even faster. Because again, that Boyne's record seemed impossible to beat to a lot of us. So there's two credible teams that I know of, but there are probably other teams out there that nobody's heard of that are just going to make a run and not tell anybody. So, but there's a lot of talkers too.
And I got to say, I mean, you didn't just beat him by a minute. You guys beat him by almost a half an hour.
Yeah.
He was 28.50. Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, that's right. Shit. He was 28.50.
Yeah.
Whoa. That just, I'm not really good at math. I got people for that. So an hour and a half. Holy shit. I got one of the comedians that I'm interviewing. She's sitting across from me. She's drunk and she's laughing at me because I can't math.
I mean, I can't math either.
That's true.
So,
but she actually had a good question. Did you guys wear diapers?
Yes, I have to know.
No, we did not.
All right.
We had a couple largemouth bottles, but we essentially train our bladders and moderate our intake, so we just go at our gas stops.
Yeah. So there you go, Katy.
Okay.
No diapers.
No diapers. That was important for me to know.
So
I mean, we stop every 5 to 6 hours, so I mean, we're guys, we can hold it.
Yes. Or you could tie a knot on it,
What's being a guy have to do?
What's that, Nicole?
I said, what does being a guy have to do with
Well,
it?
actually,
we have people. We have kids.
Because we can pinch it closed if we have to.
But men's bladders are actually larger than women's bladders.
That's fair. I have to pee every 5 minutes.
See, Doug, you're learning stuff now.
Because women were, have uteruses and stuff.
We would also say that men's brains are larger than women, but
that's true. That's true.
But he was not universally popular either. So.
That's true. So I'm going to take too much.
He also said that diversity is a large wooden ship.
That is true. I love that movie. I love Lamp. So do you have your own YouTube channel?
I don't have a personal one. We have one for switch cars, and I'm not very active on there, but it will occasionally post some fun videos or advice-based videos on there. So it's just switch cars on YouTube.
So the one thing I didn't talk about was what switch cars is. You are a car dealer. What's your specialty? Do you specialize in certain types of cars, or just anything that rolls it's worth money?
No, we're really in the specialty sports car market, and my particular area is Porsche GT cars. I'm widely regarded as an expert on the manual transmission GT3s and GT3 RSs and GT2s and all that. So I advise people on those and help them locate ones and inspect them and stuff like that. So that's my niche within the niche.
Okay. So if anybody's out there looking for that type of car, look Switch Cars up.
That's right.
Where else can we find you on social media? Just it's at Switch Cars, I know, on Instagram.
Yep. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't do the tweeting or snap face or whatever it's called, but I'm a little bit of a dinosaur. But yeah, Instagram is the best way to catch me there.
Just remember, hermits have no peer pressure, so don't feel bad. I'm a comedian. I hate Twitter.
What's your Instagram, please?
Switch Cars.
Got it.
Switch like a light switch. Cars like cars.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you calling in. Good luck,
Thanks for
and
having me, Roger.
I'm looking forward to the continuations of your stories with Vin Wiki, and looking forward to speaking again in the future sometime.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate you having
Thank
me.
you for calling in. Take care, Doug. Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Doug Tabbutt, everybody.
His name's
That
nice.
was really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what a cool thing to be a part of.
It's crazy. And me and Peter Wolfinger have been talking about, like, he wants to do a cross country drive because that's something he's never done. And I said, we need to do something, not necessarily a record, like a Cannonball type record,
Right.
but make that run. And what I was saying, it was actually make that run and do some comedy shows along the way.
Oh, that would be so cool. The Cannonball comedy tour.
Cannonball comedy tour.
I love
Damn it! Now somebody's gonna fucking take it
Let's
on me.
fucking do it.
No, so we
Oh,
take the
okay,
it costs
hashtag
money to do that.
Copyright.
Hashtag
Copyright.
copyright.
Yeah,
We heard
hashtag
it here.
copyright.
From,
Yeah.
We heard it here first. All
It
rights
is
reserved.
now-
Our
Trademark.
weekly.
It is now 21:45 hours on the 10th of December 2019. We're gonna fucking do it. So don't do
Yeah,
it
we
on
got it.
dicks.
Dicks.
But Peter wants to do it. But what Peter has in his head though, he wants to get like an old, like, an old Lincoln Continental or
Oh,
some like an
dude.
old boat, like, and what's in my head is like a Blues Brothers mobile,
Yes.
but like nice, and driving cross country and doing comedy
and with chicks.
and with chicks. Well, no, because we're both married.
I meant
chicks
like
went on
us.
the last comedy tour,
Okay. So yeah,
We're not even chicks to him, Nicole. We're just
We're just one of the guys.
your
just-
coworkers.
yeah.
I can't think about you people like that.
We could be both. We could be chick coworkers.
Yeah, man.
Coworkers.
Yeah.
We're chicks.
No. I learned a long time ago, you never shit where you eat.
Oh yeah, true, but still.
That's one of the good things my father taught me. Like, always wipe from front to back because you never sweep dirt into the kitchen.
Ew.
Wow. That's something.
Yeah.
That is something.
Get a 65 Continental and don't fuck it right up. I'll buy it off you. I want one so bad. That was Maddie. But how are we going to put the steering wheel on the wrong side for you? That's,
Yeah. Fucking Australia.
maximum speed anywhere in the country is now 130 kilometers. I'm going to have to do the conversion now, Maddie. Let's reverse it. Let me put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
When you're done with that, can I sing you a song?
Yes, we're gonna do that in a few seconds.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. He's gonna be living. You're moving. You're not just visiting. You're coming to. You're like moving.
He can have flour.
You can have
What?
flour.
Sorry, I'm hung up on the flour thing.
Well, no, the flour thing was he was buying it for Hyacinth.
Oh, they don't get certain types of flour there.
Holy
As
shit!
in
Their max.
cookies.
Well, actually, no. That's their max speed is about 80 miles an hour. So there's only one place I can think of that has a higher speed limit than 80, and that's in, I think, Montana. I think it's Montana. They don't have a speed limit on the highways in good weather. I think in bad weather it's like 70, but when it's clear weather and daytime, it just says reasonable and prudent. You can drive. There is no speed limit,
Like the
Nice.
Autobahn.
like the Autobahn, but
love that.
less Nazis, less
Reasonable,
Jews had to
Right.
die for it.
reasonable
Right,
and
right.
prudent.
Reasonable and prudent.
I'm gonna start using that phrase when I tell the girls how to dance at gas bars.
Wow.
Raj was listening. He said that was epic.
That's cool.
Thank you, boy. I'm gonna say he's probably still watching. I'm gonna text him. Thanks,
Oh.
Dick.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna say.
Thanks,
Dick.
Dick.
I'm gonna say thanks.
He's-
Yeah, I can't math either, man. I have pay people to math for me.
Yeah.
But then again, my wife's a scientist, and occasionally I have to math for her, and it's like it breaks my heart. It's like you're supposed to be the smart one, and here I am. But yeah, 80 miles an hour. There's a couple places like here in Florida. I've never seen a speed limit over 70.
I've seen 75.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it though. That's like the highest.
But
Yeah, I
that's
can't
the
think-
name of the highway, Nicole.
Yeah.
That's not how fast
that's
they want you to
Interstate
go.
75.
You,
Let me.
I'm
I'm gonna
just
give you
you
some
mean that on
advice.
I-95 I can't go 95
Nor
miles
can
an
you go
hour?
nor can you try going 301 on 301.
So when I went 275 on 275, that was not accurate.
That was
No,
bad.
did you hear there was a
That
joke
bad.
about an old lady gets pulled over
Yeah.
for doing 95?
A lot of people died,
And-
Nicole.
Jesus. Yeah, an old lady gets pulled over And because she was doing 95 miles an hour. So the cop's like, you're doing 95 miles an hour. What's wrong? You got to slow down. She's like, oh, I thought that was the speed limit. And he said, no, you were on 95.
Oh.
And he looks in the car and there are 3 other old ladies in there and they're all fucking freaking out. And he's like, are you guys okay? She's like, oh yeah, they're all right. We just got off at 295. Northern Territory had an unlimited speed limit up until a few years ago, and sometime in the last decade they limited it to 130, 80.
Listen, that's because some fucker fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah, that's what happens, Maddie. When you have something like that where there is no speed limit, and the Northern Territory, from what I understand, is pretty deserted. There's not really much population there. So having a wide open speed, I could see no speed limit. But the reason why they changed it is because somebody fucked something up at some point. Like here, like laws exist because somebody did it. Like here in Florida, it is a statutory violation to molest an alligator here in the state of Florida. So that means somebody had to molest an alligator at some point.
When they say molest, they just mean
Don't
bother.
no, stop. Just, somebody. This is Florida. Florida man tried to do that. Like he didn't look at that alligator and say, "I see some meat and some boots and a belt and a purse." He's like, "I want to stick my dick in that cloaca."
Do I have a Florida man story for you today? Speaking of Florida man,
all right, let's hang on. Let's do this. Sing this. We'll do the song.
Okay.
Then we'll do Florida man and we'll do Florida man stories.
Okay.
And then we'll go to the rest of Katie's interview because she's got a story for us.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you. I actually have 2 Florida man stories, but I'm going to skip over one because it kind of goes with the Christmas story.
Okay.
So I'm going to do those 2 together.
Okay.
So we all know the song 12 Days of Christmas. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming, 11
an infection that burns when I pee.
So you know the song.
Yes.
So I took the original lyrics and I put it through Google Translate through a couple of different languages. And then I translated it back to English. And I would like to sing you that song now. I'm not going to sing you the whole song. I'm just going to sing you the last verse with all the 12 things. Okay?
Okay.
All right. On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love went out on Christmas Day. 12 dry starch, room 11, leave 10 owners, 9 women were dancing, 8 women for milking, the sword has 7 swords, 6 oil, 5 gold rings, 4 birds weep.
You didn't see 5 gold rings. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
4 birds weep, 3 chickens, 2 pigeons, painted with charcoal.
Oh, wow.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that was English to Swahili and then back to English, by the way.
Okay.
Which by
Swahili
the way,
is one way to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually ran it
just
through a couple of
offended some
different
cultures
languages.
and-
No,
me
it's fine.
too.
I actually ran it through a couple of different languages and I found the most interesting one.
Okay.
So German, not that interesting. You think it would be. Aramaic was fun too.
Well,
Aramaic.
the thing with German translates because a lot of our words
Yeah.
come from German.
Yeah.
But what's weird about German is the fact that like what German words, like some German words versus English words, like butterfly. Do you know what the German word for butterfly is?
No, what is it?
Schmetterling.
Yeah, Schmetterling.
Schmetterling. Ambulance.
What is it?
Krankenwagen.
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 Hospital. Krankenhaus.
Yeah, it's like
And I don't know why I make it sound like Rammstein every time I speak German like
the
that.
because
Krankenhaus.
that's how they talk.
It
Definitely.
is, yeah. Let me tell you, I used to, my job in New York, I used to drive around people who would come from all over. But there was this woman that would stay at the hotel fairly often. She would come, she was from Germany. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful woman. But she would speak in German and it would fucking scare me. Because there is nothing, like you could say the most romantic thing in German and you're ready to start goose stepping and being like, ah!
Yeah, it's really like a very like I don't know like how to describe it because I've
Harsh.
had a margarita that Nicole made and holy shit, harsh.
I make good margaritas.
There you go, harsh.
I guess my wife's watching the show too. Why do it yourself when you can have someone else do it for you?
What, the math?
Would you like me to show you how big my forearms? Why my forearms are so muscular, darling? I'm just kidding. I love you.
I could
speaking
talk
of
about
which,
why
let me
my
tell you my
wrists
Florida man
hurt.
Yes,
On that
Florida
note-
man story.
Florida man.
So we've heard of No Nut November.
Yeah,
Okay.
I lasted about 6 hours, just so
Okay.
you know.
So for those of our listeners who are not listening, November is when a gentleman decides to take the month of November off from fapping, as the internet would call it.
Hang on. I need to redefine this because we don't have. It's not there. There's some older people. So fapping, punching the one-eyed clown, slapping little Johnny behind his little German helmet, doing the 5-knuckle shuffle on your piss pump, spanking the monkey.
Rubbing one out,
snapping a load, running a batch.
My mom texted me that she's watching, so you're welcome.
Hi, Mom. My mom probably is too. It's okay. So we come
My
off
mom
of
sometimes watches.
No Nut November
Okay.
into Destroy Dick December.
Oh, I heard about this.
You did?
Yeah. So December 1st, you snap one off once.
Yes.
December 2nd, you snap it off twice.
Right.
The 3rd, and by the
Wow.
time you get probably to the 7th, it's like a bloody nub.
So Florida man
Oh.
died, age
No.
21,
Is that real?
on the 10th day of Destroy Dick December.
That can't be real.
Were his palms really hairy?
He
Like,
went
I just-
Can't be
to
real.
the hospital and died of a heart attack
Oh,
because he decided to try to spank one out in the hospital, and he died of a heart attack.
not all heroes wear capes.
That's true. He took one for the team.
So-
Tugging the turd raider. No, that's in Greece.
Tugging the turd raider, is that like anally masturbating?
No, well,
Holy
I think
shit,
I
love
think
this
it's
show.
a reference because
Oh, or is it like anal
my
sex?
kid's watching this show, for Christ's sake.
You put the XXX rating on it, not me.
Oh, that's right. So
That's true.
so I think so. Some
Okay.
people would come from all over. I only come from one general area. You're not doing it right, Maddie. How's about that?
Well then,
Why? But why is it a woman can buy, a single vibrator and she's, it's cool, but a guy buys a lifelike, polyurethane, realistic feeling. It goes into a epileptic
okay.
fit when the screen shuts off.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
about to say.
Like Pleasure Master 2000 fully life-size doll, and everybody thinks he's a freak, especially when he's taking it home on the subway because he can't afford a car.
okay, the subway thing maybe, but go
Yeah, whatever.
live your best life, man.
That's
if you
it,
got
man.
$3,000 to drop on a real doll, go for it.
For reals.
So, I mean, you got like $12 worth of product right there.
Hell yeah.
You know, I looked on the internet to try to see if I could find you a replacement boobs. And two things. One, they have one
all
that's 9 diameters,
Okay, well,
9 inches in diameter.
I don't think you were looking to buy I think you were looking for a set for yourself.
I was looking for a set because last week I noticed when I was watching them that there's like a weak spot on some of them.
Yeah, I know, and you keep slapping it. And
I know,
And
I
I've been
know.
playing with them a
that
lot
weak
today.
spot is because you've abused my titties.
I have
Listen,
abused them.
They're really aesthetically pleasing, though.
So I was looking, and so a couple of notes first.
Okay.
I did find them on the internet. Number one, shout out to your sister because they're like $9 each.
Well, she bought them at a flea market in Daytona, so I don't think she was paying $9 each for them.
Okay,
where else would you buy these? Is a good question.
well, I found it
Flea
on
market
flea market in
Daytona.
Daytona.
Yeah, I found it on Wish, which is also from China. My
Yeah, but you
second
bought
note-
from Wish. You know what you're gonna get from Wish though?
What?
You're just gonna get like a balloon.
No,
with a nipple
It
drawn
looked
on
like
it
just
with
like
a
that.
Sharpie.
It looked just like that.
Of course, it looks like that on the fucking website. But when you buy shit from Wish, what it looks like in the picture ain't necessarily what you're getting.
So my second note is that they did have one. Those are like what, like 4 or 5 inches in diameter, call it, give or take, maybe 4 inches. Oh, you have a ruler.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, but okay,
I
we'll
still gotta open my
we'll call
drawer.
it like 4. We'll call it like 4 inches in diameter. I found one that was 9 inches in diameter. For
No, that's
13
that is 7 inches in diameter. Do you know why women have a tough time parallel parking? Because they've been lied to their whole life about what 4 inches really is.
My third note on the
God.
ones that I found on Wish, they only had brown nipples. They didn't have any pink nipples.
Like pepperoni nipples.
I mean, they were like a natural color brown. It wasn't like a red brown.
I'm like, what?
But I was like, I'm not going to buy brown nippled ones. So I wanted the pink ones.
So
Just
what-
in case they explode when I'm.
What other stories did you have?
So my other Florida man stories was that Florida man in Volusia County turned himself in to the police. You know, they say that marijuana makes you paranoid. Well, this one takes the cake. because he was minding his own business and he heard a helicopter and then he called the cops on himself and told them where they were because he was growing marijuana. And they found 9 plants and like a shit ton of other marijuana.
Wait. He heard a helicopter. So he called the police
on himself. And he says, I don't want no trouble. I'm coming out. Don't shoot me. And he told them exactly where they were, even though they weren't looking for him at all.
What a fucking idiot.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Florida man. Thank you for putting us on the map.
What a jerk.
I wanted to tell you about some birthdays real quick because I'll run through my today in history. Oh, today in history in 1869, Wyoming women won the right to vote, which was also the first state in America to let women vote.
Women have suffered in this country long enough, and we need to end women's suffrage.
No.
No, doesn't work like that.
Which is kind of funny because in other countries they didn't get the right to vote till like 1912 or some shit. So
yeah, well, I mean, America's the most horrible country in the world, isn't it?
Yeah,
all the kids are saying these days.
But we can still vote.
That's true.
Happy birthday to Adalia Rose, who is a YouTuber. She suffers from progeroid syndrome. I think that's how you say that. She's 13 years old. Mostly people who have that syndrome don't live past like 7 or 8 years
Is that
old.
progeria where they age rapidly?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I said it wrong. My bad. I'm really bad at that. Also, Raven Simone, who turns 34 today.
She is from every continent in Africa.
What?
Those are her words, not mine.
So Africa.
No, she said she's from every continent in Africa.
Well, Africa's one continent, many countries.
I'm not here to debate what she said.
Oh,
That is
so
what
you're not
she said.
fucking it up.
So
with
she might be
that
able to
is
tell the
what she
future, but
said.
she doesn't know
She said
geography. Okay.
She is from every continent in Africa.
Well,
Shout out
that's
to Chef
how
Bobby
about
Flay, or as I like to lovingly call him, Bobby Souffle.
You know he's a dick, right?
He is a dick.
Mama souffle.
I ate at one of
But-
his restaurants once and it was delicious.
I ate at
Bar
Wolfgang
American.
Puck's restaurant and it was delicious. And also Emily Dickinson, who is dead now, but she was born in 1830, so I don't know how old that would make her. So
Nice.
Old.
you can thank her. Also today, which I already covered, was Nobel Peace Prize Day, which I didn't know there was an official day. I thought it was just coincidence, but here we are.
All right.
And it's also Human Rights Day.
Nice.
Tomorrow has a funny holiday. Do you like SpaghettiOs?
Yes.
Do you like SpaghettiOs?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, tomorrow is Noodle Ring Day.
Noodle Ring Day. Wouldn't it be
Ah.
Ring Noodle Day?
It says Noodle Ring Day. I don't know. What
And
the
what's
difference-
funny is when I was in Publix today, I was walking down the aisle. It has pastas and stuff. So
Yeah.
like my Publix like has all like the Ronzoni and Mueller's and Publix brand on one side, but on the other side there's some like I guess artisan pastas,
Yeah,
and they had rings.
that's cool.
And I was like, I looked at them and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with that?
So tomorrow's Noodle Ring Day.
You know what you're gonna do with it, Roger.
It's too big. They were like that.
You have to cook it first.
Next year she would be 190.
Oh, Emily Dickinson. Yes, that's
Yes.
correct.
Um,
So that's it. That's all I got.
did you know that there's a recipe you can make with SpaghettiOs where you add gelatin to the SpaghettiOs and you make it in a bundt cake?
No.
I gotta Google this so you can see what the disgustingness.
What in the trailer park Tuesday?
What kind of 1970s
Hey,
cookbook
I
did
don't know
you
what
put
you
that
guys
from?
do in Oklahoma.
We hide from tornadoes and
Tornadoes.
kick cows.
Tornadoes.
That's all.
Why is my
Spaghetti
December? What?
O's.
Sorry, my calendar is like a week and a half off.
Spaghetti O gelatin.
No, please don't show us a picture of that.
You just reminded me when you're. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I'm
And I
on a
think
group
this-
on Facebook
yes.
called "We're Angry at Corn."
Like the vegetable or the band?
The vegetable.
Okay, so
Because I can get on board with both, to be
No, I
honest.
love corn.
Like-
Corn's my
Hey,
favorite berry.
hey, Jonathan Davis and I feel. Look at that. And you serve it
Oh,
with cocktail
that
franks.
is horrible.
The one on the top right doesn't look that bad, I guess.
This one because it's dark and you can't see it.
No, that
I
one right there, the
like-
big one, the big picture one.
Which one?
The one that you have
Oh,
shown.
that's the one I blew up.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
Yeah,
look
but when you
that
think of the
bad.
consistency of that and the fact that it's cold, like room temperature SpaghettiOs, I can get down with. I have eaten that many a time. But
Okay, this is
Look at-
really
look at this-
terrible.
Look at this one.
I want to make a bunch of those and hand them out to the homeless. Like, are you hungry?
Ah,
Jesus Christ, you're fucking evil.
I love it.
Holy shit. You're going to wait for that one
That's
that
so
gets to
fucked
your
up.
car before the light turns green, aren't you?
That's so fucked up. What is wrong with me?
A lot.
Uh,
I don't necessarily know what's
Oh.
wrong.
where is this post?
Oh my god!
I wanted to. Okay, so
Don't, Raj says, don't show it on camera.
Show them.
No, I'm not. Because Juke and Media will be like, oh, you can't do that. We're gonna shut your video
It
down like a
is-
bunch of fucking jabronis.
It is.
Is it? I find it
horrible.
so
That- it
ironic that it's
just
called
looks-
juke in media, and I just want to say like juke and fuck yourself every single time.
It's true. What would the Iron Sheik say? He would say, "Go fuck yourself, jabroni."
The Iron
But yeah,
Sheik?
so if you want to see something disgusting, just search spaghettio gelatin. Ugh.
Don't do it if you've just eaten.
Have you ever heard of a congealed salad?
Yes, I have.
Have you ever had one? Because you're from
No.
you're like from inbred.
No,
Catholic.
but
You make that shit.
there's this series like on Facebook called "It's a Southern Thing."
Yeah.
and they were showing all the crazy ass Southern food.
They're fucking. That shows that's fun. What got me with them was the waiting on the school line.
Oh yeah, yeah. Then they did one about Dollar General, but the stores are just like repopulating by themselves. It was great.
Yeah, that was good. Cammy says tomato gelatin is a Southern thing. It is a Southern thing, and it doesn't make it right. I mean, you guys here.
I
in
mean,
the
like
South did a lot
slavery
of
was
things.
wrong too, and
Barbecue, you guys do right. Tomato gelatin, not so good. Not so
Not
good. There are
good.
better flavors of gelatin than
yeah.
spaghettio.
Like I don't like gelatin to begin with. Like I don't even like Jello when it tastes like fruit. I can't imagine.
See, I kind of like
Salad.
Jell-O. I kind of like Jello.
I like Jello.
I bet David Wayne would eat the gelatin salad.
I don't think there's anything David Wayne wouldn't eat. I would eat it too. I mean, I would at least try it.
Ugh.
Just because
I-
I'm fucking.
Like I'm a fat individual, obviously, but I don't think that I would eat gelatin anything.
You want to eat gelatin? Is that what you said?
Yeah, well, I mean, like I don't like it. If I had to eat it, I would eat like the kind that tastes like fruit. But
Oh, this is what I was looking for. I don't know what this is.
oh, that is a loaf of something.
That looks like
Oh my
corned beef
God.
hash and corn baked inside bread.
Ugh.
Does it have a description of what it is?
So I couldn't find the original post, so I just like Googled what I
It
thought I would
says
find.
Mackerel and tuna
Oh.
picnic loaf.
I gotta Google this. Shit, 'cause
Does that
this
say
just sounds
picnic
gross.
loaf? Oh,
It's from a 70s cookbook.
yeah.
Tuna.
Mackerel
Yeah.
and tuna picnic loaf.
Mackerel.
Everyone that
Scary
ate that
Foods retro recipes.
definitely died. Definitely.
Oh, but show a picture.
Was food poisoning like a thing in the 70s? You have to wonder.
Sure.
Okay, there's no picture of. Let me Google this. Let me do an image search.
If you
Images.
what did I search for that? I wrote
There you go. Hang on. That
corn
just,
stuffed bread 70s recipe. That's what I wrote. There you go.
it just looks gross. Oh God, that's a hard pass for me. I'm so glad I was born after this travesty was popular. For reals, man. For reals. This is gross. Like I like tuna. I love tuna, but that is a fucking hard pass.
Okay, tuna casserole, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Tuna casserole? It depends on who makes it. Like it could go either way.
Somebody you trust.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like
Yes.
seafood at all.
You
Really?
don't like
Yeah,
seafood and you
I
don't like
know.
gelatin.
Yeah, I'll eat a pig's ass.
I
cooked
I'm
right.
gonna make
know.
you
I'm just a weird.
I'm gonna make you a tuna gelatin.
I
Yeah.
Tuna and
want
shrimp
you
gelatin.
Not,
Shrimp cocktail gelatin.
God.
Well,
of
actually, you know what?
mercy.
That wouldn't be so bad because, like Mexican shrimp cocktail. Have you ever had Mexican shrimp cocktail?
What makes it Mexican?
Because that's where it comes from.
Mexicans.
It's
As opposed to the white people who just boil their shrimp and serve it with cocktail sauce?
exactly.
What makes it Mexican?
They actually put the shrimp in the cocktail sauce. Boom.
I don't understand.
It's the way they serve it in fucking Mexico City.
You're supposed to dip it
Adobo.
anyway.
No, they use smaller shrimp and they make the cocktail sauce, and it's obviously very spicy, but it's got avocado and cilantro and
See, that
and
actually
horseradish
sounds
and
good.
ketchup. But they mix it together, so you don't dip it; it's already in there. You eat it with
Eat like a spoonful of cocktail sauce with shrimp in
yeah,
it?
you actually
Or maybe
use
like
you
chips
actually
or-
use a chicharrone, or chicharron, however you guys.
So a
pronounce it.
chicharron with shrimp and cocktail sauce with avocado.
Yeah,
I don't know how I
I
feel about
feel
all
like I
that.
could get behind that. Like if the shrimp was covered with that much stuff,
I feel you.
to where like I couldn't tell. But when I was growing up, like they would always have like fish fries and stuff, and it was all like freshwater fish, like trout and catfish, and yuck.
I want to make you.
like that.
See, like
Oh,
that.
okay. So that basically just looks like ceviche to me. That looks
Uh,
like tomato ceviche to me.
What is ceviche?
Ceviche is fish or shrimp or seafood or something that's been cooked in lime juice with the acid instead of with heat.
Okay, see, I feel like I could get behind that movie.
Yeah.
It's usually served cold, and mostly it's from South America.
Okay,
different
this
parts.
is the worst thing I've ever heard your mother say. Make her anchovy gelatin. No. No, I love you,
Damn
but
it.
no.
Damn
no.
it, Nicole's
no.
mom. No.
Okay, so
No.
do you have any more stories? Because we got to get to.
I'm
we gotta
sorry,
get to
Nicole's
Katie, we gotta
mom.
get to
I love
Katie's
you.
stories.
I know she's amazing. I love her.
Katie, something happened to you today.
Okay, so mom, don't freak out. All right.
That's the start of a best
Don't-
story.
Calm down. So I get off of one bus. I take the bus home every day. And I get off of one bus and then like I walk about a mile to my second bus. And there is a way that I don't have to walk as far, but it takes just as long. So I'm like, may as well get the exercise, right? And it's not like the best neighborhood ever, or as my mom would say, it's kind of dark around here. Anyway, I got solicited for prostitution today. I was walking past a gas station on a back road, and this older gentleman pulled up in his truck, and he was like, excuse me, and I turned around, and I went over to him thinking that he's probably asking for directions because I'm an idiot. Anyway, and I was like, hey, are you lost? Do you need directions? And he's like, I'm looking for a good time. And I was like, what?
Go find one.
And he's like, are you on your way to work? And I was like, no, I'm actually on my way home from work. And I was wearing my USF polo and my name badge. And I was like, wait a minute, do you think that I'm a prostitute? And I was like, I'm not a prostitute. But he didn't give up. He was like, I'll make it quick. And
Did he give you a price that it was like $50? No,
he did not give me a
So
price.
you could have set the price.
Yeah, right. I mean, because
This is capitalism.
like,
Come on.
I mean, $40 is $40, and if I didn't have somewhere to be, I'd have probably given him a handy for like $15.
That's it. You could have gotten at least 20 for a handy.
Well, the thing is, I wish I had
25 if you put some spit on it.
Don't shame yourself like that. You got it. 30, never less than 30.
never listen. Okay, so mom, I'm kidding. Okay, I would have charged way more than $15. But yeah, it was just so weird. I was so shocked by it that I couldn't think of really funny things to say. But then as I was walking to my next bus, I was like, oh man, I should have said this. Like, he was like, I'm looking for a good time. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, there's this mini golf place so close to here. Like, so much fun. But it was just weird. Like, part of me should have been offended that he thought I was a prostitute. But the bigger part of me was like, oh baby, still got it. Like I was feeling really good about myself. Like I haven't been laid in 2.5 years and someone would pay me for sex. Like, holy shit.
Now, you had an incident that you told me about at a laundromat.
Yeah.
Where somebody complimented you. Did this guy at least try starting it out like that, or he just went right for?
No, he just went right for
money for honey.
I think I have seen women that do look like prostitutes walking on 50th Street. That's not terribly uncommon. But when he propositioned me, I was like, well, how's this? Is it going to be like Pretty Woman, or like does he think like I'm a typical 50th Street prostitute? So like I'm like, how do I prove I'm not a prostitute? So like I smile to show him that I have all my teeth, and then like I like showed him my arms that are like absent of track marks, and he was like, oh, she's not a prostitute. Because I don't know if you guys have seen hookers in Tampa, but when they're not being hookers, they operate rides at the Florida State Fair. That's the same people. Okay, that's horrible. If you work at the Florida State Fair, I'm sorry that I outed you as a prostitute. Honestly, like I'm really sorry.
So the
Oh.
spreader on the
Can
tilt-a-whirl.
you guys can you guys get sued? I don't know.
Can we
So-
get sued if nobody listens? No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm gonna go hide under the
But yeah, but it was good. Like it was at the same time, it was like a confidence booster, and it made me feel better because like I worry a lot. I worry about losing my job, being like a single mom. I'm the sole income, you know. But now I know that if my day job doesn't work out, that I have something to fall back on.
See, and most
And that
comedians fall
thing-
back on
yeah.
being a real estate agent,
Yeah, but I'm gonna fall
There you go.
back
the
right.
world's oldest profession.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall back right onto a dick.
Ah!
And that's comforting.
And you could get a chance to have that mixed baby.
You
that
know,
Joey's wanted.
exactly. I did
Katie,
almost.
You know that babies don't come from anal, right?
Wow. My Nana
Grandma-
did not
Nana
tell
approved.
me that.
Well, no, Nana doesn't approve. Grandpa does.
Okay, so when I was in Oklahoma last, I did an open mic and it was cool because my parents came to see me.
Did you
And
do that joke?
My mom, she was like, "Baby, don't do that joke about the baby in the plastic bag." And I was like, "Okay, Mom."
It's one of my favorites.
I know, but I said, "Okay, I won't do it." And I did the Nana anal joke instead.
I mean, it's a good choice. But,
Yeah,
You know.
I mean, it was so like everyone's laughing, and my mom's just like sitting there like she's in timeout, just like. But no, she does love me a lot. But
Well, you were at the store. You were at the show with my mom when my mom was there. We would get her to yell penis, or actually, it was her
Yes.
friend penis.
yes,
'Cause
that
that's-
is good times.
How
Yeah,
come nobody ever plays the vagina game?
because penis
That's
is shorter to say. Vagina is too many syllables.
PB.
Was it
Vagina.
last year, a couple years ago on Valentine's Day, I was actually working in the gastroenterology department doing referrals, and it was our job to schedule procedures. And there is a procedure called an anal manometry. So I counted.
Anal manometry.
It was great because on this particular day,
Manometry.
I got to work the wait list for anal manometries on Valentine's
Is that like
Day.
a popular procedure to get?
It is,
I need
yeah.
to find. What
Can
is
you
that?
elaborate for us a little bit about what
Okay.
that is?
I'm
So-
googling it.
So an anal manometry, basically, they I think it's like a stick or something, not like a stick you find outside. You know what I'm talking about?
Like a swab.
Yes, it's like
Okay.
a swab with like a balloon on it, and they like insert it, and it's for people that have incontinence.
Anorectal manometry is a test that measures how well the rectum and anal sphincter are working.
Yeah.
The anal sphincter is the ring of muscles that control the opening and closing of the anus.
So your poop doesn't slam shut. Your butt doesn't slam shut.
That's
So
true. That's
your
why
butt
poop is
doesn't
taped.
slam-
Poop is tapered at the
Jesus.
end, so your asshole doesn't slam. Imagine that if every time you pooped, it like closed up. Like
That'd be crazy.
no shit, that would hurt.
I think. I mean,
It is performed to check how sensitive the rectum is and how well it is working. Rectum damn near killed him. Anus.
I feel like this is like one of those tests they give you if you want to be a porn star.
Like the penis
Like,
tissue
it's like
test.
on the, like that.
Do you
Yes,
want to be
there
a
you go.
porn star? Take your clothes off. Give it a try.
Frozen 2 came out and I didn't even know.
Oh my
The
God.
only reason why I know is because I have an 11-year-old daughter and a wife that took her to go see it.
Gotcha.
Otherwise,
Guys,
I
I
wouldn't
worked
fucking
at a
know.
school when the first Frozen came out.
I know the school you worked
Like,
at too.
Shoot me in the face.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Don't hold that poop in anymore.
You know the story you told a couple weeks ago about the guy fucking Olaf in the Walmart?
Yes.
Somebody printed that out and put it in the break room at Barnes and Noble.
Awesome. You know what I have on my
because
front lawn
we
right
have
now?
Olaf dolls. What?
You know what I have on my front lawn right now? A 5.5 foot tall inflatable Olaf.
Are you gonna fuck him?
No.
Good.
Although he does have a hole,
For the air.
a small one too. So I'm perfect. No, not for the. It's like when I took it out of the package, it looks like it's almost melted, like on the corner of his
Oh.
mouth.
On his mouth.
Yeah.
He ate
Like
some
I can
hot
understand
dick.
like, if it was an air vent, I could understand like being in the back on a seam or something where you can't see what this is like on the mouth. So it's got to be, shouldn't be there. Yeah. So so Olaf is actually currently on my front lawn blowing.
That's great.
He's blowing
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood actually.
Can I tell you something else about the bus stop very quickly?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't get hit on a lot.
Lies.
Well, no, that's not a lie.
Come on, that guy said you have beautiful, beautiful
Well, because I
boobies.
never go anywhere. But like, I don't get hit on at like bars. I never go to clubs. No one ever tells me that I'm beautiful in the supermarket. The one
are beautiful.
place, thank you, Nicole,
You're welcome.
that I get hit on exclusively is waiting for the bus.
Because you're a captive
Okay.
audience.
Yeah, like this
You're
is,
a captive audience. You can't just
this
walk
is the
away.
place. And I just think it's so funny. But and it's always okay. I don't want to say always, but yes, 100% of the time it's been black men, right?
It's because you got that thick girl.
Right? I'm a thick white girl. Like that's, and if stereotypes yesterday like was one of those times. And like in my head, I'm just like, gosh, I wish this would stop happening. But at the same time, I kind of like it. Like anywhere else, like in life, I don't get hit on. I'm like a 3 universally, except for at the heart, I am like a 9.5. I am just out there dodging Toblerones.
Because you're
Just
a
like,
white girl with a big
they're
ass.
just flying at me, Nicole. So
He said Toblerone.
Toblerones, like
Yeah,
a
I know,
foot
yeah.
long stick of chocolate, mom. So
I definitely think of the triangular shape first,
That's
though,
what-
which is what kind of threw me off.
but
I'm sorry, Roger. We took over your podcast.
yeah,
That's right,
and-
this is
and
amusing.
yesterday, this guy,
I'm dealing with a day job thing right now. So talk about
this-
Toblerone and
no, this guy, he walks
BBC.
by and he says and then he walks back by and he was like, "Oh, I just had to make sure that I like what I see," and I'm like, "What? Like what? What's
He has to
happening?"
make sure, like he wasn't sure.
Yeah, but anyway, like he ended up walking with me like almost like the whole mile to the next bus stop. And we're like talking and he was really nice. And and he like told me I was cute and all this stupid crap. And so then I'm like, "Oh, there's my bus." And he's like, "So can I have your phone number?" Right? And I'm like, "Absolutely." So yeah, so that happened. And now I'm texting with a 27-year-old that, cougar. That I met because he asked me, we talked for a while. He's like, "Oh, how old are you?" And I'm like, 37. He's like, "Oh, I like a mature woman." The fuck kind of bullshit?
does he have a job?
Yes.
Does he have a car?
No. Right? But I mean, he has other things I can ride.
Whoa!
And
It's a bicycle without a
this is
seat.
a terrible.
It's a bicycle without a
This
seat.
is a terrible story. But yeah. So it was just really funny, and I was like, okay.
Tacky.
So I did say like shameless self-promotion and invited him to a show.
Yeah. fuck yeah.
Nice. Which show?
The Lion's Den, the one year.
We're on.
Yes. You get to meet my new boy toy, Roger.
Nice.
If I'm not working that day, I plan on being at that show, by the way.
Sweet.
Dude, we have a school here called the Brisbane Boys College. So when I drive up to Mogo Road on the bus,
It's
it comes up
BBC.
my computer as BBC bus stop. There is a shepherd's hook with a giant BBC letters. Maddie, send me a fucking picture of that. No, don't do that because you can't use your cell phone while you're driving. That's dangerous.
I used to go to BCC, which is not the same thing.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess that would be big cunty cocks. I don't know.
Big chocolate cock.
Okay, there you go.
Big Caucasian cock, which we know doesn't exist in the world.
But then they changed it to, instead of community college, just a regular college.
Oh.
So now it's just BC. Now it's just Big Cock. Big Cock
You
College.
taking pictures of him passed out.
Mhm. Don't.
No.
Do not put.
Can I give him a mustache with
I wish that I didn't have to
The
say
mustache
this,
is okay, no
but
dicks, though.
Roger, please don't draw a dick on my son.
I'll have you know, it won't be the first
Listen.
time.
His Okima is listening, and she has lots of guns.
So
You
do
say
I.
Okima?
Yes, Okima, because she's Oklahoma grandma.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
have
She
guns
actually
and
picked
body
that
armor.
She picked that out for herself. How cute is that?
Okay.
Okima.
I would be a grandma who gave myself a name too.
That's awesome. Hey, Maddie, I got a video of something that happened at a bus stop. Banging at the bus stop. Oh, Katie, I thought I showed you that video. You saw that video.
Yeah, that's
The people bang at bus
Insane.
stops, and the guy only had one hand.
That's impressive.
He couldn't fist her because he didn't have a fist. He could stump her.
Stump her. Yeah, I was gonna say stump her.
Oh God, we're fucking terrible.
I mean,
We're going to hell.
Yeah.
We're driving.
yeah, obviously.
We're driving.
Straight to hell. That's where we're going.
I feel like that trip to Daytona was it Daytona? Wait, where did we go?
No, it was
I forgot where we went now. West Palm. Delray. Delray.
Delray, yeah.
I
South
feel
Florida.
like that trip to Delray where you were sitting in the front and then you guys were asleep. You were asleep at that time. Sorry. I was just
because I got really
was a
fucking
fun
baked.
I wasn't
to Delray.
sleeping.
I know you weren't. You were driving, but for part of it I was up front.
Yeah.
And then for part of it she was sleeping.
I was sleeping
But
Walrus dick.
because I got really high. Walrus dildo.
Walrus dildo. That's what it was.
Walrus
Oh, now he's waking up.
Good morning, sunshine. Walrus dildo.
I just remember having to pee so very bad that day.
Well, I mean, it was a fucking 3-hour drive.
Very long
3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.
We went to the bathroom at the Walmart. I
Yes, that's
remember.
right.
Yes,
And I, like,
that's when we
ran
met
out
up
of
with
the car.
John. John actually hit me up. He wants to do a show in South Florida in February.
I'll go.
Can I please?
Well, I got to find a place to do it because I'm not spending. I mean, as much as I really love the people at Improv U, they were great people. I'm not laying out $200.
I'll help you with a venue in South Florida. I know
Wait,
a
you
couple
had to
people.
pay
Get on that.
$200?
February.
Yeah, I
Give
had
me
to
a
rent.
date.
I had to
Give me an
pay. I
exact
had to pay
date,
$200.
please. So
Let's
I'll
do
get on
it.
I'll even put you in contact with the owner. He has 2 clubs, and I will be happy to put you in contact with him. He's a sweetheart. Shout out to Barrett Windish. Love you.
Yes, I love him too.
I love you too, Barrett.
He won't let you charge at the door, but he might give you a budget because he doesn't believe in charging at the door for his events because he says that turns people away. But he will give you a budget to do so if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Talk to me after the show.
No, I gotta pull it out now that's in my head because otherwise I'll forget. February, sometime between February 16th to the 20th, which is, I know I'm taking care of business on the air. I don't care. Between the 16th and the 20th. Oh, so he wants me to do a show from at some point between a Sunday night and a Thursday in South Florida. And expect people to go to it. John, I love you, but I think you're high as fuck.
We can make that work. Sundays are good in South Florida for certain parts.
Let's do it.
Sundays? The Sunday. He said he's got a couple people that'll go. So that's the problem is, maybe I can get Christy to do it, do the show if she's in town.
She was talking about something in January. Have you talked to her?
I don't really talk to her that much.
I talk to her like every other day.
Yeah.
Because I'm helping her.
Tell her I said what's up.
Okay. I'm trying to help her do her book tour thing because of Barnes and Noble and stuff.
Okay.
But I have a feeling Barnes and Noble's going to be like, nah, strippers. And I told her I'd help her find a venue anyway.
Independent bookstores, the way to go.
For sure.
If you need any help with that, I can help.
Cool.
So what else do we have to talk about? Katie.
What up?
It's been quite some time since she's been here.
Yeah,
We could
it's been a
update
hot-
her 20 questions if you want.
We can power through because it's we're at 27. So
Self-promotion. I'll be at the Beef O'Brady's in Parish.
we'll get to
Tomorrow.
that. We have a segment specifically for the self-promotion.
I'm sorry.
At the end of the show, we will drop all upcoming dates, including the Lions Den next week, next Thursday, you and I.
Whoop, whoop.
Me.
Me, Roger, Marie Williams.
And we are fucking some people's nights up.
We are sick. I am a sick bitch, and Marie Williams. Holy crap.
What's really funny about her is she really cute girl. And you
Yes.
don't expect it from her.
She's so adorable. And then she opens her mouth and it's like, your taint rips. And I'm like, what the fuck did she just
No,
say?
the one that gets me is I'm pregnant, or at least I'm
Oh,
pregnant
yeah. Until
Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. I love that.
All
Marie
right.
Williams, if you're listening,
She-
I adore you.
She's not. All right.
She's
So
too cool for school.
yeah. So we're gonna roll through because I piss everybody off here in Tampa. Nobody loves me.
Hey,
I love you.
we're
I love
people.
you.
We're people.
Okay.
We're not just one of the guys.
That's true. I'm not one of the boys.
Okay.
So all right, here we go. We're gonna go through the 20 questions.
Okay.
Ricky Tick. Here we go. Number 1, non-alcoholic drink of choice.
Coca-Cola.
Favorite color.
Blue?
Are you asking me or telling me?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what my favorite color is.
All right, we'll go with blue. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah.
What?
Matter.
I'm sorry. Dog or cat?
Both.
Okay. Your dog's cute.
She is so cute.
What is the strangest job you've ever had? offering people's appointments for anal
Manometry. No, honestly, strangest job I've ever had has been special ed teacher because there are a lot of things I did that you would never think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Number 5, what is your biggest fear? What scares Katy?
I am terrified of snakes.
Really?
Yes.
One thing I'm not ashamed to say, I'm afraid of heights, and I had to do a building walkthrough today, and they had the stairs. It was like an open lobby, and the stairs went right up the middle of the lobby.
Was there a rail?
Yeah, there were railings, but like 3 floors. So I'm up on the 3rd floor, and it's a dry. Like I was freaking out.
Oh my god!
I'm such a bitch. I'm not ashamed. Number 6, guilty pleasure song. What song will you rock the fuck out to, but you don't want anybody knowing that you rock the fuck out to it?
That is kind of tough.
Sky rockets in flight.
No, actually, I really love Iconopop. I love it.
I like Iconopop.
Yeah,
I love it.
I crashed my car into the bridge. I don't care. I love. You know who wrote that song? Charlie XCX.
Oh yeah, I think you told me
hot.
that.
Number 7, what fictional character do you most identify with?
Fictional character. Damn, I don't know. Maybe Hermione from Harry Potter. She bitches a lot.
Okay. I've never seen the movies, but okay. Number 8, vanilla or chocolate? I'm talking about ice cream flavor. You pervert.
Sorry, chocolate. Ice cream.
Toblerone.
Toblerones.
Number 9, what is your go-to comfort food?
Steak fingers.
Steak fingers? What
yes.
the fuck are steak fingers?
They're kind of like chicken fingers. It's like deep. It's like breaded, deep fried steak.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm a big fan of country fried steak. So
yeah, and like fried delicious. In general is comfort food.
You can fry a shoe and it's delicious.
Yeah, seriously.
Number 10. What is your favorite cheesy movie?
Cheesy movie. Super Troopers.
I love that movie. Number 11. What is your favorite literary work?
Literary work. Okay, it's gonna sound weird, but it's a book called The Spirit Catches You and You Fall Down.
Okay.
It's not religious. It's a story about Hmong culture and a child that has epilepsy and them attributing it to religious factors as opposed to medical.
Gotcha.
I read it in college. It's pretty interesting.
All right. Number 12. If you could have lived through any time period, what time period and why?
I would think probably like the 70s, just to be,
You would have an afro, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, because just because.
Just because. Yeah.
Or when was it that they burned their bras? Was that the 60s or the 70s? Okay.
60s.
Yeah, whenever the fuck women didn't have to wear European torture devices, I'm down.
You still don't have to, right?
Who is Cammy?
Huh?
Oh, Katy. Who is Cammy?
Cammy?
Yeah. CAMI.
I have no idea.
She wrote she's had an afro.
That's probably my sister Camille.
Probably.
Is that Camille?
It just says Cammy Dice, DISE.
Oh, that's my sister.
She says you've had an afro.
That we both had afros, you little bitch, when Nana permed our hair. And you know that.
Nice.
If you post a picture, I'll strangle you.
Do it.
Social media.
I'm kidding.
Share it to me at Real Roger Nelson. Definitely share it.
No, Camille, you have like one of those perm pictures from like Christmas morning, right? Just post that shit.
Your mom says, Nicole, your mom says the 70s were awesome. Do you know why the 70s were awesome? Because I was born in the 70s.
Also the music.
Yeah, the music was
fuck disco.
Hey, I don't care about disco.
Okay.
No, rock and roll is great in the 70s.
All
60s rock was better.
All that. Well, that too. Okay.
70s rock kind of got a little whiny, but the 60s, like the anti-war music, that was good shit.
Okay, listen, all my friends are
Pleased
sick of
to
me
meet
doing
you.
burlesque numbers to fucking Jimi Hendrix and shit. So
Well, fuck them. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life.
You don't.
Jimi Hendrix never goes out of style.
Little Wing, beautiful song.
Yes.
So there we go. Sorry.
What's funny if you want to modern it up but have a similar sound? Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam.
Really?
Yep.
Vitamin String Quartet covered a ton of Jimi Hendrix songs, and it's beautiful.
Nice. Okay, back on track. Adult beverage of choice.
Tequila.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4.
Nicole Raven makes a really good margarita.
Yeah, she
Tell the
does.
fucking world.
Woo,
Sorry.
Hey, world.
All right. Number 14. I'm sorry. Yeah, number 14. What is your celebrity free pass? If you could nail any celebrity and they would have to be willing, you cannot rape Justin Bieber. So a willing participant, who would your pick be?
Margaret Cho.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's a belly dancer too.
Really?
I would nail
Yeah.
her so hard.
She is also a belly dancer. Yes.
She's my favorite comedian ever.
Her boyfriend will not let the opportunity to say that he's dating Margaret Cho go to waste.
I am not a big fan of her comedy, but I like the fact that she's a belly dancer.
Her
so.
earlier comedy
Yes.
was a lot better. Like 90s Margaret Cho is
Yep.
where it's at.
Yep.
I would want to sleep with her body type for the 90s. Like she's super skinny now. I want like
you want
chubby
you want chubby
Margaret
Margaret
Cho.
Cho.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Unusual choice. Number 15. What is your dream car to do the Cannonball run in?
Oh, to do the Cannonball run
Oh,
in?
you don't have to do it's not to do the Cannonball run, but it's
I
your
don't-
dream car.
1967 Mustang.
Nice.
Midnight Blue.
Mustang.
Mustang.
What was the first album you remember buying? Doesn't have to be vinyl. It could be CD, cassette.
Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill.
Oh, I love
Nice.
her. That's one of my favorites still to this day.
Wow, you know who played drums on that? Taylor Hawkins. You know who he plays for drums for now? The Foo Fighters.
Fuck the Foo Fighters.
No. I you know what?
And Dave
you know,
Grohl.
You know what? I'd fuck Dave Grohl.
Me
Yeah.
too.
The only reason
It's because it's Dave Grohl.
the only iota of respect I have for Dave Grohl is because he came from Nirvana.
Okay.
Okay, wow.
Wow.
I don't like the Foo Fighters. All their songs sound the same.
You're talking about Dave Grohl like he raped you in a gas station bathroom. Like what
He
the
did
fuck?
with his shitty music in my ears.
That's fair.
I'm hurt. I love
But
Dave
I
Grohl.
love the Foo Fighters. But you know, to each their own.
I love the Foo Fighters. Anyway.
And you like Metallica too. And you probably
No, I do not.
and you like Rage Against the Machine
I kind
and,
of
couple
and
songs.
Beastie Boys.
Fuck yeah. How do you not like the Beastie Boys? The fuck's wrong with you? I don't even know you. How do you not like the Beastie Boys? For real.
This goes back to one of those conversations where we're like,
I
we don't
know.
always have to agree on things, but we can still be friends.
Metallica.
Okay, I actually like more Metallica than I originally admitted, but I still don't like the fact that they add to the end of all the words.
Did you hear? We talked about this when we were in the car going to because Paul played with Jim Brewer.
Yeah, and you
Jim
literally-
Brewer made fun of it.
And you literally told me
Oh,
to like
thank
not
God.
say anything about it. You were like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Metallica.
But I do like Metallica
Any-
more than I
every-
originally thought. But Foo Fighters, fuck them.
Metallica up to your sister says Metallica sucks. And I kind of agree. Like Metallica was great up until the Black Album. Everything after the Black Album, once they started testifying in front of Congress, cutting their hair, and Lars became a giant fucking pussy. Fuck all that shit. So yeah, and yes, we can agree that we can disagree. I don't care that you don't like the Foo Fighters. I'll fucking play.
You don't like Amy Winehouse or Lady Gaga or some shit. So
Okay, I like. First of all, I would do weird shit to Lady Gaga, penis or no penis. I would do weird shit to her. I do shit to her. I wouldn't even do to a farm animal.
Wait,
That
she has
wasn't
a
a-
penis.
that was-
Amy
no.
Winehouse. I actually like the song Rehab.
got the best of her, didn't it?
Everybody.
Yeah, it did. She in rehab now permanently.
No,
Wow.
anyway, my point is that there's probably
Yeah,
music that I like
yeah,
that you don't.
Yeah,
So
and that's fine.
yeah.
Foo Fighters are awesome though. I don't care what you say.
That's fine.
All right, so
Are you able to take a phone call tomorrow, three-way phone call tomorrow
yes,
with the venue owner?
yes,
He's able to do lots of things through it.
yeah. Just depends on how much. Anyway, okay. So first album, number 17. What is the social cause you most stand for?
Honestly, access to safe legal abortion.
All right, coat hangers
that
pretty
fucked
cheap.
up?
Just saying.
I mean, yeah, but we're talking about safe.
You can open up an abortion clinic and
Wow.
pizzeria where yesterday's loss is today's sauce.
Holy
I
shit.
saw that on a meme. Rod
You're
actually
s-
Rod showed me that. It
You're
was
sitting on a
fucking-
gold mine here. Hey, by the way, my sister's child looks a lot like me. One of them, Lily.
Aw,
She could be mine.
she might be.
She's cute.
She's and I have an adorable nephew, Oliver, as well. Shout out.
Nice.
Hey, Ollie. And he is an angel, and Lily is an angel like Lucifer.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
I started watching Lucifer on Netflix, by the way.
How was it?
I only got to the second episode so far, so good. Good Place. I watched all of The Good Place.
There's a show, and I think it was on Amazon Prime. Oh, nice. I'm pretty sure it was on Amazon called Good Omens.
I heard of that.
I have not watched it yet.
It's like a mini series, so there's not going to be any more seasons.
Oh, okay.
But if you can watch, I'm pretty sure it was Amazon Prime. Watch it. It was actually really good. I'm not really into those type of movies. It was really fucking good. I've actually watched it several times.
Okay.
So
I started watching Lucifer, and
Lily is a demon spawn.
yeah, yes.
It's all right.
She's adorable though. She looks like her Aunt Katie,
That's why they make them cute.
and she acts like me too. I couldn't get past like Lucifer being so obnoxious. His character is just
I know. He's like, oh, I'm so hot and sexy. Why don't you like me? And
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
like, no, not everybody's into you. Dude.
yeah.
Like, I'm not into the D-bag type. I mean, maybe I am, but whatever. Anyway.
Number 18. What is your favorite video game?
Oh, favorite video game. Honestly, Call of Duty, Black Ops.
I could totally see her getting like into it, yelling at little kids
Yeah.
on a headset.
No, because the only time I've played with David, and who is adorably passed out over here. It's so cute.
Fubar, keeping them awake.
Yeah. So
Fubar's for the children.
yeah, but no, I just love killing people with grenades. It's great.
Same.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I can dig it.
mhm.
Number 19, and you can't say comedian. What is your dream job other than being a comedian?
High class whore. No, I'm kidding. I would love to like run a center for adults with disabilities
Nice.
with like an unlimited budget. Like if I had like tons of fucking money, just to have like awesome services and like make people feel like people.
Okay. Leela Bell says she wants to cosplay War from Good Omens. That whole show is like full of good subjects to cosplay. It really is.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
You need to watch it. It's
Okay.
fucking good. It was
Okay,
good.
I'm on it.
good.
I'm on it.
What is the most interesting, crazy, weird, bizarre fact about Katy Style?
I mean, last time I said that I had gotten electroconvulsive therapy, which not a lot of people can say. So, I mean, probably still that. I don't know. I'm not super
answers
duper
can still be the
interesting.
same.
Yeah.
What happened to Shot Caller Comedy?
The venue, they had something with the venue. They're looking for a new venue.
Yeah. I'm totally doing
And
it, though.
apparently Gretchen Beauchart, I love the fact she got Shart in her last name.
Yeah.
It moved to Tennessee.
I saw that.
And what I'm sad about is I'm leaving the state the day before. I'm not even going to be here for it. I wanted to go to it so bad.
She already moved or she's not on the show anymore?
She claims she moved. She's full of shit.
Yeah. She's pathologically
a-
very interesting.
This is a good question. I'm gonna add this question in.
Okay.
And this is a question we should actually probably add in.
Yeah.
What did you want to be when you were little? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh, my sister will know this.
That's why she's telling me to ask you.
Yeah. Cocktail waitress.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that when I was a
It's a true
child,
story.
I also wanted to be a waitress. In retrospect, I changed my mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
When I was little, Camille, verify. Verify
She
that
said
information
cocktail
is
waitress right before that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's what she wanted to be when she was little.
Uh-huh.
I thought she said ask what. Okay, that's interesting.
Yep.
What's fun when I was little, I wanted to be an astronaut, which is weird because I'm retarded. And then I wanted to be a farmer.
Aw,
Farmer Raj.
that's precious.
I think so.
there's still time.
I
There's
shut this off and there's
still
still
time.
there's still questions to ask.
Oh, Camille.
I wanted to be one of those waitresses that take your order on skates.
You could work
like
at
in
Sonic.
Well, I wanted to do it like from the 50s.
Okay.
I don't currently want to work at Sonic. I have no desire to work in a fast food
I think
restaurant.
at Disney, the 50s sci-fi or the sci-fi dine-in theater, I think they serve on roller skates.
I'm really sad that this year I didn't get any roller skate gigs for Halloween.
You can get any roller skate what?
Gigs.
Oh, you do roller skate gigs?
I did last year with K2. We were roller skating disco girls.
I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You
I have a
got
pair
brand
of
new
silver
key.
glittery roller skates
Nice.
that I have no use for.
I maybe
So she
tax
do.
refund time will hire you for some things.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, I got 3 more questions.
Okay.
Number 21, is the earth round or flat?
Gonna go with round.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry. This is the last question I have for you.
Okay.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone actually. No, because recently, all right. So when my Nana passed, my Aunt Stacy sent me her old phone, and I don't know. They seem like more user friendly. Like if you have the dumbs like I do.
Friends anymore.
I feel like iPhones are easier to use when you're
iPhones.
drunk.
You like Foo Fighters. I don't think anyone would love me.
Yeah, well, you don't consider us chicks.
Yeah, yeah. There's that, and I have very beautiful boobies. I'll have you know.
You have beautiful boobies.
God, my parents are.
And from
probably
what I hear, I
listening
have
to
a
this.
nice ass set.
You are very.
I
Pretty
cannot
in
confirm nor
general.
deny whether I have noticed any of those things. However, it's unprofessional to comment, and I don't want to get called into HR. Okay,
Aren't you the boss?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Excuse me.
it's not fun when you have to spank yourself.
And then I call the number and your phone rings.
I've done that. I want to talk to your boss. Okay, here's his number on this card. He calls it right in front of him. My phone rings. I answer it, and he starts talking, and it takes him a minute to realize he's talking to me.
I would
Do you
love
know
to
how
do
many
that.
times I've been a manager at a bar or nightclub, which I have been before, and they'd be like, I want to talk to your manager. And I'd be like, okay. And I literally just do a 360 and I'm like,
I've done that.
"Hello."
I've done it.
And they're like, you're not the manager. And I'm like, you're right. Let me go get them. And I do it again.
Leela Bell says you do have a nice ass.
Thank you, Leela Bell. You have lovely stature and boobs and other stuff too. But those are the things that I'm going to compliment right now.
She's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. So she's a tall, beautiful redhead.
Aw.
Katie, I'm with you about the phone. That comes from Nicole's mom.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Nicole's mom.
She's an iPhone person.
Well, no, really, I didn't even.
And nobody's
like-
perfect.
I didn't like I never used one, but I have a super old one. It's like one of the first ones. It's not like one of them newfangled things I don't know how to use.
This is what my phone looks like with the white line down it now.
Nice.
I know where the center of my screen is at all times.
Nice.
That's good.
My personal phone has a line like halfway up. You saw what my phone does when it goes.
Yeah, it likes to have a
timeout.
seizure.
It fucking flashes.
So.
My work phone, OtterBox cases are the greatest thing ever.
Fuck yeah, they are.
This was in my back pocket. I fell in my pool, like completely submerged. You can't even tell. Works perfect.
You finally cleaned your pool out?
Yes, I did.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I need to re-clean it out, which I'm going to do this week. But yes, I got everything straightened out with the county code enforcement.
Well, there's
Next time you go
such
out of town,
dicks.
I would like to throw a pool party in your backyard. I won't even go in your house.
You're
I'll
not going to
clean-
want to do that.
I'll clean
Okay, you're not going to want to do that because it'll be fucking cold. However, over the summer next year, we are going to have a fucking pool party in my backyard. We're going to have a fucking good pool party with
Good.
grill some meat and people in the pool and music. And I want to have all the filthy comedians show up and just tell jokes to piss off my neighbor.
Can I come?
Fuck, what kind of question is that?
Okay. Can Katie come?
I'm inviting
Yeah.
myself.
Is this like an 18 over or is it everybody invited?
We can do it either way. I mean, my
I was gonna
kids will
say-
probably be there because they live there, but
Oh, okay. Well, because like I don't want to like make your family mad if I bring some of my whorish friends.
I encourage that.
Okay. Katie's coming.
I
Good.
mean, Little Raj isn't getting anything for Christmas, so it's the
Yeah,
least you
yeah,
can
the least
do.
we can do is show them some beautiful boobies.
Okay. I'm
Fair
coming.
enough. All right, fair enough.
I'm
Yeah,
coming to
I'm
your
there.
pool party.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, I want to do a pool
I'm
party
there.
next year.
Last time I was in a pool was on 4th of July with K2 and her friends.
Last time I was in the pool was a couple weeks ago when I fell in.
That doesn't count.
Well,
I mean, it counts, but it doesn't count.
what happened was my pool is not a perfect rectangle.
Yeah,
I
diagram.
told him it's like a weird Z shape.
Well, not a Z shape. It's like this, but then it's like an angle, and then it goes like this. So I was walking
Do you have a line that says
Actually
deep
goes
end
the other
from
way.
light end, shallow end?
Yeah, actually, I drew it backwards. It actually goes this way and then goes that way. So it's like that. And I was dragging something, and I just stepped back. There's nothing saying deep end, shallow end, and the deep end is only 5.5 feet deep.
Oh,
So it's not really that deep.
you can
But-
literally stand in the deep end.
Yeah,
So
I can. And
yeah,
the
you
water's
and
like
I
here.
might die,
Yeah.
but everyone else.
But my
will be
pool,
okay.
like my pool doesn't. It's not like it's shallow and then it dips down. It's a gradual slope from one end to the other.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like it doesn't. The deep end doesn't surprise you, but
Hashtag
the
no
divider
diving.
between I guess shallow end and deep end is where that like funky curve is.
Okay.
But next year we're gonna have some fun in the backyard. Next year we will have fun. I promise. Nicole has one question for you, and then we're gonna wrap up.
Katie,
Cool. Yeah.
take us through a typical day in the life of Katy Style.
A typical day. Well, I get up at 5 a.m, walk the dog, wake David up, get him ready, get on my first bus, walk a mile, get on my second bus.
Hey, that image looks
Yeah,
familiar.
get to work
Sorry.
super early. Work. My job is pretty easy, so that's cool. Have lunchtime LOLs. Shout out Joel and Lindsay. Love you guys. Do the whole bus thing home. Cook dinner. Spend time with David. Sleep and repeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
kinda
you
boring.
can you take us through like what happens if you have like a show day or a mic day?
Okay, so yeah, show day like tomorrow. So the fuck?
Seriously.
Probably somebody crashing.
That's cool.
That
Every time I pass this building, by the way, I'm like, hello, Fubar.
Show day, like tomorrow's a show day, so same thing in the morning, go to work. And I'm bailing on work early tomorrow, so my boss, if you're listening, eat a dick, please. Anyway, and then
Pixar, it didn't happen.
yeah, Pixar didn't happen. Amber. Anyway, yeah. So my wonderful friend Hugh is picking me up tomorrow. Hugh Carey, shout out. Yeah. So I'm bailing from work early, and we're driving down to Parish and doing comedy. Comedy days are always better days, like no matter what, because I realize that I'm going to be doing something that I love. When I get off of
Absolutely.
work. So, and if this thing works out with my bus stop boyfriend, I might be doing something that I love every day.
It's Dick. The answer is Dick.
It's Dick. Mom, Camille, Dad, if you're listening, watching Ellen didn't make me a lesbian. It's okay.
But she's willing to try.
Dad, only if it's Margaret Cho. Or some really loose chick.
That was a line in the movie Stripes when they're signing up to be in the army. The recruiter asks, "Are you homosexual?" No, but we're willing to try.
There you go. Yeah. But yeah, show days are awesome. Show days are exhausting. They're wonderfully exhausting. I'm gonna be real fucking tired tomorrow from staying up too late with you guys, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
So, was that the end of the day?
Oh yeah. So at the show, I get pretty fucking torched, and
I don't believe it.
I mean that's awesome. So yeah.
Do you on show days take a minute to kind of review your material or run through your set or anything like that?
I used to. And I honestly really don't anymore. Like there's a lot of things that I've stopped doing because I don't know. I guess it just feels better if you get up there and it's kind of like natural and you go with the flow. I mean, I kind of have an idea in my head of how things are going to go, but I don't worry about it as much anymore.
I'm sorry, I'm taking over all the questions now.
That's all right.
Do you
okay.
ever find that sometimes when you do a show, because I've watched your set a lot of times, well, not a lot, well, enough times to know your set, sorry. Like I've watched your set a few times, and do you ever find that some days the jokes hit harder than others or that they kind of like fall flat on other days or whatever?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you think that has to do with your energy projecting them, or do you think it has to do with the audience exclusively?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think it would be foolish to say that it doesn't have anything to do with me. If I'm like super tired or depressed or super anxious about something, then that's definitely going to affect how things go.
Is
but
there
yeah.
is there ever a specific type of show or a repeat show or a venue that makes you more anxious than others?
New stuff, probably.
Like new material or new venues?
Both.
Okay.
New venues, definitely. I like now that I'm doing like a lot of time, like to me 30 minutes is a lot of time. That's a lot of time. And I haven't done it but like a handful of times, and I feel like it's a weird thing to even say that like I'm headlining like it's at a Beef O'Brady's. It's not,
Yeah, but that Beef O'Brady's is special.
Dude, the Beef O'Brady's is fucking awesome. Dan Gerlich, you're awesome. Thanks for booking me, and thanks for running an awesome room.
So speaking of, we got to close out because we're at 10:55. But
right.
So you got Beef O'Brady's. That's this weekend.
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It's a Wednesday show.
Wednesday show. Is this at Punta Gorda or whatever the fuck it is?
No, Parish. Yeah,
Doing
but it
Wednesday
hasn't
show
sold out.
Yet.
So you can call Beef O'Brady's to get your tickets, or you can inbox me, or
definitely worthwhile. Definitely check that out. That room, no matter who's performing in that room, it's electric. But Katie's going to be there, so if you're going to be in Parish tomorrow, go.
And it is a ladies' night out show. Christina Foreman is hosting. Kathy McSteen, Sophia Sanchez, who's
it's a great lineup.
Yeah, and Dree Fryer.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Good lineup.
Yeah,
Good lineup.
solid,
Where's that again?
funny women.
Tomorrow night?
Beef O'Brady's in Parish.
Maybe
I'll be on that show in February.
Oh, hey, Bug.
Welcome back. Good
it's
night.
alive.
It's alive.
So what else you got coming up next Thursday? Lions Den, right?
Yep, Lions Den. With you might know him, Roger Nelson.
Fuck that guy. He sucks.
Marie Williams, who is adorable and so fucking sick. But in a great way. And then Ashley, I don't know how to say his last name. Do it the guy that's put this together.
Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley.
I'm not even gonna try.
Shout out to Ashley. He's
what
great.
Up? I've never met him. Looking forward to meeting him.
And then on the 20th, I will be at London Heights Pub in Seminole Heights.
Nice.
Doing a show at Taurus, and I'm not sure who else because he hasn't made a flyer yet. Taurus, get on that.
Maddie, have a good day at work. Keep the shiny side up, brother.
Yes.
Bye, Maddie. Love you.
I love you too. But I've had a bunch of sangria, so I love everybody.
Truth.
True story.
So what
you should have mixed your wine with the margarita. That would have basically made a sangria.
Yeah.
Well, this is already sangria.
Oh, I thought it was just red wine.
So where else are you gonna be coming up?
Hey, shout out to anyone who's listening and has me booked on the 21st. I thought I had something, but now I don't remember.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't have anything really lined up for. Doing the open mic at Side Splitters on December 29th.
Nice.
Trying to hit that mic more so that I can perhaps get an opportunity.
Gotcha.
There. Because I can't be a man in my 20s. In any case,
ooh, burn.
burn. Now there's no chance. So that's okay. But yeah, I don't have anything really lined up for next year. So please book me. We'll work for actual money.
Nicole
No,
Yeah.
Where can we see you?
Well, on December 13th and 14th, which is a Friday and Saturday respectively, I will be performing at Hallucination Before Christmas at the Castle in Ybor. Tickets are expensive, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
And it's a Nightmare Before Christmas themed EDM party. It's going on for 2 days or 2 nights rather. And it's a lot of fun. I'll be performing alongside Holly Havoc, Alex Rose, Tony Tesla, Katy Lemieux, and a bunch of other people too. So,
It's an awesome show.
and on the 15th of December, which is a Sunday, I will be performing alongside Miss Katy Lemieux as well with the Delicious Beats, which is the 60s cover band. And that's
Nice.
going to be a Toys for Tots drive in Clearwater. Look on my Instagram for the information on that one. And then on the 29th of December, I will be performing in Miss Katy Lemieux's burlesque show at Moncirque Wine Bar in Sebring, Florida.
Yeah.
And that show always sells out. And yes, it's far, but totally worth the drive. Always good
Where
performers.
is
Do it.
Where is Sebring? Like
It's like-
Orlando-ish?
It's like
No.
2 hours like southeast of here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
It's like further out than Parish.
I literally have to drive through like miles and miles of orange groves and
Mosaic strip mines.
mosaic strip mines. Yes, exactly. So
As for me, next Friday, no, not next Friday, the Friday after Christmas, the 27th, you can find me. Well, actually, next Thursday, I'll be at the Lion's Den in Ybor. December 27th, I will be at Barton's Place in Mount Sinai, New York. Little special thing going on. Paul Bond is headlining, who we know I love Paul. Love working with him. He's a great guy, funny comedian, definitely worth going. But the first 10 people to walk up to that door, pay your admission, and say, I'm here for Roger Nelson, first 10 people will get a commemorative shot glass. These are not, there are only 10 of them. Well, actually, there's 12 of them in existence. Only 10 are going to be given away. And these aren't going to be put out for sale. So there are 10. Once the 10 are gone, they're gone. And you now have a unique, special piece of my history. So definitely come to that. And then in February sometime, I'll be on the Beef O'Brady's Parish show. We'll talk more about that as we get up to it. Also in April, I'll be Broadway Comedy Club on the 17th and Barton's on the 18th of April. It's my birthday weekend, so come celebrate with me. Make plans for that. This is the FUBAR Weekly Show. We do this every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. We appreciate you guys listening, staying in, sticking around. Big thanks to Doug Tabbutt for calling in earlier. Congratulations again on your Cannonball record. And that's it. Anybody else have anything else to add?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Nicole Olio,
yes,
what you say?
FUBAR out.